how are you supposed to know when you're ready to have sex?
Yeah. Well, I think our bodies are ready far before we are ready for sex. And the confusion in the culture is, if my body's ready for sex, then I'm pretty much ready. I remember going to a high school in Texas. They had 87 girls pregnant on campus. And that didn't include the junior high, which brought the number over 100, with pregnancies as early as the 5th grade. Now, these people, their bodies are ready for sex. Are they ready for sex? Emotionally, they thought they were. And so I remember one of the times I was here in Boston, a 7th grade boy came up to me, and he said, my girlfriend and I have talked, and we're ready. And I'm thinking, he's 12. I'm like, ready. I said, are you ready to be a father? And he said, oh, no, just for sex. And then I explained to him the shocking connection just discovered between the two things. And I said to him, I've been married for 3 years. I have a beautiful son, 2 years old, who unfortunately has had a lot of medical problems. He's got really bad allergies and eczema. And I said in the first 2 years of his life, I've spent $30,000 in medical bills on him. So he would have the best doctors on the planet taking care of him. And that's after health insurance, $30,000 to be the best dad I can be. And I said, are you ready to be a good father? And he goes into his pocket and he's like, I have $5, and I said, get a pizza, and so just because emotionally or hormonally they think they're ready, and some people will say, well, Jason, that's 7th grade, yeah, 7th graders aren't ready for sex, but, I'm in college, I'm an intelligent person, I have a stable job or a stable future and this, but the fact is, if you think you're ready for sex, is your child ready to be born into the world to a dad who may not be there? What the world likes to do is reduce sex to just the physical bodies. Forget the emotions, forget the soul, forget the future, forget everything, just the bodies. My body's ready, your body's ready, we're both agreeing. Who on earth can tell us no? But the fact is, our broken society is enough evidence. As the family goes, so goes all of civilization. And the fact is, families survive upon the strength of a relationship between a man and a woman. And if there's not purity between a man and a woman, even within marriage, a real pure heart of faithfulness, of reverence, of love, of sacrifice, marriage is going to be done. It simply will. And our culture has been a testimony to that. I mean, our culture, you had the sexual revolution in the 1960s, and now the pendulum has swung all the way over, and we have the broken families. The kids who are raised in broken families are more likely to get involved in drugs and drinking and crime and poverty, so many other things, and the pendulum has swung so far, so many injuries, so many broken hearts, so many broken families, that our culture today, especially the young people, want something better. And unfortunately, I think our society has reduced marriage to just a piece of paper.
One question that I've heard people ask sometimes is just, what is it that's so special about marriage?
The important thing to understand with sex and marriage, that the sex speaks a language of the body. Bodies are capable of speaking a language. Like if I sell you a car and I know it's a lemon, it's a piece of garbage, and I sell it to you and I shake your hand, I just lied to you. I didn't say a word, but that handshake was a lie. You look at the Garden of Gethsemane. Judas comes to Jesus and he betrays him with a kiss. And so the body says something, but in reality, it's something else. And likewise with sex, premarital sex is a lie in the language of the body, because the bodies are giving themselves as fully as two people can give. I give myself completely to you. I am entirely yours. But if they're not married, it isn't true. There was a movie that came out a few years ago, it was Vanilla Sky. Tom Cruise sleeps with a girl, they have sex, and then she says in this great line, she says, your body is making promises to me even if you won't. The embrace of sex is that promise. I give myself completely to you, and if they're not married, it isn't true. That's why sex is the wedding vows made flesh. When you get married, you give yourself completely to that person, and you make promises. I give myself to you freely. I'm not forcing you into this. I'm not paying you to do this. It's free. It's total. I hold nothing back from you. It's faithful. It's until death do us part, and it's open to life. And so free, total, faithful, fruitful, that's the wedding vows. And then you leave the church and you say those wedding vows in your body. I give myself to you freely. I'm not manipulating you. I'm not pressuring you. I'm not paying you for this. Freely I give myself to you. It's faithful. It's not desperate housewives. It's not cheaters. It's faithful. It's total. I hold nothing back from you, not even my fatherhood. And it's fruitful. It's open to life. And you'll notice as you say those wedding vows in your body, like a husband and a wife do, the world takes those 4 vows, flips them totally upside down. Is it free? No. It's driven by lust. It's paid for in prostitution. It's manipulated. It's date rape. It's ecstasy. All the stuff going on. It's anything but free. Is it faithful? No. All the cheating going on. Is it total? No. Hookups, friends with benefits. Is it life-giving? It's deliberately sterilized. And so you take the 4 wedding vows, you flip them upside down, the culture is going to hell in a handbasket, and then Cosmo magazine offers as a solution, here's 500 new sexual techniques to show him. That'll make him really want you. And the next episode, next issue, 400 more sex techniques. And it's like they're trying to make up with technique what they lack in substance. And so our world seems to be desperately looking for a solution, but these Sex and the City people, they're miserable. This argument for saving sex for marriage is not simply some religious thing. In fact, I speak at public schools where students have told me, I'm glad you didn't mention religion, because now I see that chastity makes sense even though I'm not religious at all. And so this is an argument from the human body. Our bodies are meant to be given entirely, not as like some handshake. And when you give something away for free, it's like saying it isn't worth anything. And so likewise with our sexuality, the more we just freely give it away, the more we lose respect for ourselves and also for our future children.